Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Blockception server. Today we are going to be working on some minor tasks that basically just need to get done around the base, kind of like the checklist, which was episode 31 I believe. But we're not going to bother montaging it this time, because I do have things to talk about. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. First thing we are going to work on in this book is finishing this little segment of the tunnel, because I really need to get it done. So while I'm talking about that, let's just talk about some stuff. Firstly, next episode, if you have any counting ability whatsoever, you probably know this, is our 50th episode of Blockception, which is a pretty big milestone. That's a good almost year now to get those 50 episodes, so that's pretty big. So I've got kind of a special thing planned for that, which if you've got a good eye, you've probably noticed something different about this place that kind of hints as to what that special is. I gotta figure out something to do with these stairs. I think I'll just go like that. Does that look okay? Yeah, I don't like that very much. I may need to go like sideways or something. Yeah, I might go like that. Sure, that works. So yeah, you know, it's our 50th episode coming up, so next episode will be a special one. This episode was actually meant to be the kickoff of our, like, Blockception game day things on Saturdays or whenever we want to do it. Unfortunately, people are not exactly active. So I got some people, I gave plenty of warning, like, at least almost a week, pretty much. And we had, when the time came to start, I think we had somewhere in the range of, what, maybe 3 to 4 people, I think. At one point we had a little bit more than that. But it was bad, it was very bad. What am I doing? I'm really screwing this up. Oh, shoot, I can't do that because this is too short. That looks weird, I don't like that. Let's try that, and then that. I don't like that either. Crap. Screw it. Let's just go with something like that. I can always change it later. But yeah, we're gonna have something today, and then the bottom line is we didn't have anywhere near enough people to play, so we were gonna work on the hidden arena, which I actually haven't released an episode on, because it was going to be kind of paired up with that. But I'll show you around there at some point. So that kind of brings me to a bigger problem with the server right now. We are inactive as hell. Like, I think probably at least half of our player base at this point is playing, like, less than once every couple weeks. And maybe even more. I'm not really sure exactly how often people are playing. But it's pretty crazy how bad it is. Like, some people, I haven't seen Crables at all. I think he was on a vacation or something. But people have just been disappearing. Effects went on spring break without telling anyone, and he was gone for a while. Then he came back for one day, and then he completely vanished off the face of the earth again. So, yeah, the bottom line is it's bad. We aren't getting as many players, as many plays as we should. Like, people are not playing often enough, and I'm honestly not sure how to solve the problem. It's just, I mean, I've been trying stuff. That's kind of what the PvP events were for, to try to draw in people, but if I can't even get people for a PvP thing, what the hell am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't want to purge people necessarily, but there are people like Effects who aren't playing at all. I can understand, like, spurts of inactivity where you're just, like, not inspired at all. But, kind of like something I know Good has said in the past. The server is meant for people to play on it. I mean, we're paying for the server, and if people aren't going to play on it, then we either need to get people who are going to play on it, or we're just, I don't even know where we'd go from there. Because if nobody's playing on the server at all, we may as well not have the server. But I'm playing on the server, and I know there are at least a couple, so I wouldn't go that far. but still, people, mainly effects right now is the main one. The Australians are pretty active. Even like Pen and A7 are okay. What am I doing here? I think I need to go like down. Yeah, I need to go like that, and then put stairs above that. So yeah, I think the other issue, we have a lot of people who are like chat active, like they're active in our Skype chat. However, they're not actually active in game, which has a big bearing on it. But you can see I'm on here with Converse right now, and generally 3 is the maximum that I ever see on here anymore. And I'm not okay with that. It's getting really bad. So, I'm thinking if things don't start getting better, I may have to do something like big and crazy about it. Like starting to purge people off and invite new people to take their place. Because it's getting a little too much for me. I cannot deal with the fact that the large majority of our players are not playing anymore, and that's a problem. Because we're not going much of anywhere if we don't have anybody playing. Oh, yeah, I can sleep. So, if you guys have any ideas on that wouldn't involve kicking people off, please tell me. Because I'm looking for ways to try to get people more active. The only way that I really know of that does that for sure is big updates or complete redos of the world. And, well, at this point, the redo of the world is probably going to correspond with the big update. Because 1.6 is meant to be a biome update, and that would probably be a good point to restart at. So I don't want to go ahead and do a restart right now if it's going to happen again so soon. That seems very stupid to me. Is that going to have trouble? Shoot. Yeah, I may need to do something about that. Here, can I make this solid? Would that look okay? And then, yeah, that's going to be annoying. Let's try that, maybe? Like God, I hate dealing with, like, downward stair formations. They always bug me. No? I don't know. What can I even do with this? Screw it. I'll mess with this more later. This is taking me too long. I want to move on a little bit. So yeah, that's the whole issue with the inactivity going on right now. It's gotten bad, to put it simply. We need to fix it. I don't know how to fix it, and I'm trying not to take big steps, but it may become necessary here. Okay, next thing we are going to do here is tear out all this redstone down here. Oh, I actually want to dump some of this really quick. If I'm not going to be using it, because it's taking up a lot of space. I could probably dump that. Oh, I didn't drop off these mine carts. That's what's taking up all that space. I want to carry some wood. Let's take this. But yeah. Moving on. What was I moving on to? Shit. Yeah. Oh, tearing out pistons. Yeah, we're doing that right now. Because we're just wasting all this redstone down here. I haven't actually used these shutters since I installed them. And there's a lot of repeaters and pistons in here that are just going to waste. So I'd like to tear those out and put them to use. And leading into that, I will put them to use in a new project. After episode 50, we're going to be taking a break from this plate. Damn it, Krables. They're still in here? Really? That was a prank from, like, episode 20-ish. Come on. But yeah, we're going to be taking a break from this place for a while. At least that's the plan. I'm starting by... It goes by many names. Baffle. The Communist Republic of Blockception. Just a collaborative area. There's no real name for it. Essentially, I think me, Penn, possibly Evan, a few other people are gonna get together, and we are gonna all live in one area, and kind of just start a big collaborative project where we make big builds as a group. Because a lot of people right now, I think a big cause for the inactivity is that we're all bored of our bases. I mean, I am, personally. I mean, you can only work on something for so long, and a lot of us are just very burnt out at this point. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of those burnt out people to come on and join in on that project, and maybe that could help a little bit. And it also, I think it'll just be a fun time. It's an opportunity to make some bigger builds than usual, because you got a lot of people that can work on it at once. And overall, I think it'll be I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think we'll enjoy it. And there'll probably be some pretty cool builds to come out of it, which I honestly can't say much for my own base. I don't like my base, to be honest. I don't know, there's just something unfulfilling about my base. I feel like I build things that I don't really like that much, but I build them because I need to build something. And that's kind of where my problem comes in. Like, a lot of my stuff, I need to fix it now because it's all busted up because of the redstone. Well, it's not busted, it's just that I want to hopperize it, because there's a lot of really cool automation you can do and everything, but a mix of frustration with... Oh, that's the anvil thing, I don't want to rip that out. Yeah, a mix of all the frustration with hoppers, as well as just not wanting to tear apart my entire base, has basically left me with nothing to do on here. And that's sort of where I am as far as playing on here goes. That's why you've basically been dropping in frequency, because I just keep getting more and more fed up with my base overall. So I'm hoping this kind of brings things back for me as well, and maybe you guys can start getting some more episodes again, because I'd love to do that. It's just I can't come on here and just do nothing. It doesn't work that way. If I just come on here and do nothing, why bother? It seems pointless to me. I may as well just make other games, which I am enjoying at the moment, and then put this up whenever I get some inspiration. That seems like a much smart... Are these axe? How do you break a piston fast? Come on. Get your shit together, Mojang. But yeah, that's generally what I'm planning on doing. Like, that few ideas I had for that, I want to put in a sewer system that uses hoppers, so from any place in the whole community, you can just throw your items down into the sewer system, and then they'll get routed out to a community area, like a community chest that will sort it all, preferably. I'm thinking I'm going to put an auto sorter on it. I've been messing around with the auto sorters. I think I've finally figured something out. I've been trying to do one with purely hoppers, but I think that's impossible from what I've been testing. Yeah, which way was that? Can I go down this way? Is there a way to break through over here? Come on, there must be a way through. What's this route into? Nothing. Okay, cool. So let's just slip under here and into the other section, and keep tearing out. Getting a lot of crap from this. But yeah, I've got a plan for a sewer system. One big emphasis of that, personally, all my builds on there I think are going to be above ground, because I'm sick of the underground thing, and while I'm not good at the overground thing, I want to get good at the overground thing, because it's, I don't know, the underground stuff gets very boring, and it encourages a lot of symmetry, which I'm trying to break away from. I'm not sure how many of you are, like, not very decent builders, but I'm not that good of a builder. It just doesn't work for me very well. So I have a really hard time with all the above ground buildings and, like, making things asymmetrical, all that. I know what looks generally decent together, but I just can't seem to form anything that's, like, really good looking. It just doesn't work. So I'm trying to get better at that. It's something I've been working on a lot, but I always have a lot of trouble with that. So yeah, we're gonna finish this episode. Basically, the whole point of this is I'm wrapping up some loose ends before I go off on my adventure for a while. And in episode 51, after the 50 episode special, we'll be departing from this base. I think that's pretty good timing overall, because it's kind of like celebrating everything we've done so far and then moving on for a while. So I kind of like that. And so in episode 51, we're going to be looking for new areas, so pretty much Area 51, aliens, right? But yeah, we're going to be out looking for new areas to start our little communist republic. And I'm not exactly sure when that's going to come. I would estimate sometime in the next week, because I am on spring break right now. I'm probably going to get a couple episodes out over this following week. Assuming all things go to plan, which of course they never do. Nothing ever goes according to plan anywhere. Where am I now? Can I break through this? Okay, that's clean. So we're almost done ripping these out on the bottom layer anyway. But yeah, that's generally my plans for the upcoming stuff. I think that project will keep me occupied for quite a while, like probably until the new world, which will most likely be coming in 1.6. If it doesn't, I'll be shocked. I mean, it'll be a vote, but I think the vote has pretty much been decided ahead of time at this point. Let's see, what else to talk about here? Some smaller stuff going on. I finally got around to making a backup script for the server. So, yay, we won't lose our world for sure now. Unless somebody knows the schedule and uses it, but I don't think anyone would. So yeah, our world should be relatively safe now, I think, because it's backing up like once a day now on FTB and vanilla. So I think we're all good on that front, and I'm happy about that. That's something I've been looking for time to do for a while now, and just managed to finish up. Just managed to get around to doing that now, so I'm happy. That's very good. Need to dump some of this crap. So much stuff. Have a slab. And what else? Oh, I've been playing a little bit with the Nebulous guys. We did a nail game with them last night. With me, Griffin, and Evan. Played with a couple people from the Nebulous because I got added into their PvP chat recently. So I've been hanging around with them a little bit and talking to them. And we're probably going to do a, we're probably going to start up HCSMP again. Some of you older people may remember that. HCSMP is a Deathband PvP server that I played on with them for a while ago. That's kind of how I met them in the first place. So I'm excited to get back on there. That was a lot of fun when we used to play on there, so that'll be awesome. We'll probably start playing right at the start of the month. So I'd expect maybe like a little bit into April they'll start coming out. I probably won't do like a regular series on there so much, just like occasional highlights and things like that. What's next on our list here? Clean up the surface. Okay, so I know where to go for that. What do we need to dump here before we go up? Let's just throw these ender pearls away. I don't need these. Pearls? Yeah. So yeah, Nebulous, HCSMP, that'll be good stuff. Very good stuff. And maybe even do some other stuff with the Nebulous. We've been talking about some stuff that we may end up doing for April Fools. Not 100% sure on that. Either way, not going to spoil it. Come on, please, please log. Please log. Come on. Log. Thank you. So, yeah, that should be good stuff. Still got quite a bit of time here. Let's talk about some more communist society stuff, I suppose. It sounds really strange out of context. But yeah, some of the stuff I'm planning there, right away I want to get an auto melon farm up. Just like a completely automatic one that just fills up a double chest or something. That way we'll pretty much have an infinite source of food there. We won't really have to worry about that while we're getting set up. Also want to have a mass beef and leather type farm. Just because I don't really have a good one here anymore, thanks to damn wheat. So we need to have we need a wheat farm over there for sure. Because wheat is kind of a pain to get now. I'm assuming most of you know about the bone meal nerf in the last update, but it's terrible. I hate it. It makes things so much harder. It ruins my wheat farm. It's like all those bread makers and everything, they are now terrible. which is sad. I liked those farms a lot. And it's a lot better than having like your big auto harvesting farms that you have to manually replant. I feel that now that Mojang has took out that bone meal, we deserve something in return, like auto planting seeds with dispensers or something. Because the bone meal nerf is so like cruel for automating wheat. It's like it's now completely impossible suddenly, and that's kind of annoying to me in my opinion. Nice speaking. So, yeah, that's a couple of my plans there. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to say a lot of the stuff I build on there will probably be pre-built, because as I've told you multiple times now, I'm not a great builder, especially on the spot. Like, it takes me a while to get anything that looks decent. So I'm thinking when I do end up doing something, I don't know where I'm pouring water right now. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's put grass over that. Just in case. I don't want to flood anything too bad. I don't think there's much down there to flood though. What was I saying? Yeah, most of my builds will probably be done in creative ahead of time or something. At least until I really get my bearings on all that, because I can't build on the spot at all. And you'd probably end up with just episodes of me fumbling around with different block patterns, trying to figure out something that looks half decent. So yeah, you'll probably... I still think that'll result in more episodes than what I'm doing now, because at the moment I'm just barely playing. It's not even that I'm just like lacking inspiration. Well, I guess I am. That's why I'm not playing. But it's not like I'm playing and don't have anything to show. I've barely played on here. I've been playing Chivalry and things like that. I mean, I've been on here every couple days minimum, I'd say. Depends on the day. I'm on here somewhat often compared to some of the other people on here. But for the most part, I'm not much more active than the rest. So that brings us back to the inactivity thing. I mean, I'm not that active, but if everyone was around the same activity level as me, then we'd have a decent amount of people on here. It's just that there are people that are so much worse. Namely, Effects is bad. Pretty much the only people that I see playing on here frequently anymore are Andy, Evan. Griffin definitely plays because she's releasing videos frequently, but I don't see her on much. I know Converse is. I see him a lot. I think Shroom is during the night. Same with Frozen, but I can't really judge them too much since a little bit late for me to actually go checking on them all the time. Maybe I can get that set up when I set up the lock. Ah, I shouldn't have broken that. Where was that at? I think it was like that. Yeah, that's for the iron farm distances. I don't want to screw that up. Although, I'm sure I'll have to recount that now because I screwed it up already. Anyways, what else do I need to clean up? I think I need to clean up the Parthenon. That was my main surface area that I needed to fix up. But I think we're actually going to do something else before that, maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, so let's just make our way over there. I guess we'll clean up the surface first, because why the hell not? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and ride over there, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so we are back, and now we are up in the Parthenon, clearing out these rails here. They have been here since I brought those villagers down. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. I can't believe I haven't gotten rid of this thing yet. So I think we need mostly stone brick stairs, so I think that... No, not stairs, slabs. So I think that should cover it. Will it? Maybe. We'll see. I think I might... I'm tempted to do a little more work on this, but again, there's so much crap in my base at this point. And I'm actually leaving in like an episode, so I'm probably just gonna leave this place mostly as is and not work on it too much more for a good portion of the remainder of the world, if I were to guess. I don't think I'll be doing a lot with this area anymore because I'm just not feeling the area right now. I have no inspiration for it for the most part, and it's just this area is boring me, so I'm moving on for a while. If you've got any ideas that you want to see around here, maybe you can give me something, but for now this area is basically dead to me. It's not working out. Me and this place need to see other people for a while. But maybe I'll be back. Who knows? We'll see. I'll probably still keep my resources here at least until we get a stable storage set up over there, because I don't want to throw all of my resources into that, because I may not get them back, because it is like a shared thing. It's not really like personalized resources or anything for the most part. At least I'm going to try to keep it that way. I'm sure it won't definitely maintain that way, but I would like to keep it relatively like sharing is caring type style. Again, we'll see how well that goes, but hopefully it all works out. I like the idea, so if we can actually get somewhere with it, that'll be nice. And ideally, we want to get a lot of people in it. I'm not sure how many that's actually going to bring in, but who knows. Oh, also, I'm just wondering, would you people be interested in like a thing on the website, which we barely use, that tells you like how many players are online, or things like a chat feed, stuff like that? Would you be interested in seeing that? Because I think I'm able to make that at this point, and I'm considering whether or not I actually want to go and do it, because it would take a little bit of effort on my part, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have at the same time. I didn't bring the lamps over here. I'll have to do that later, off camera. So I think the last thing we're going to do today is do this tunnel, because God knows how long it's been here since we didn't do it. So just going to take some of this. It's pretty easy to replicate pattern, double slabs on the walls, and double slabs on the floor, half slabs on the ceiling, and then stairs. So I'm not sure if we're even going to have enough stone to do this, but we'll do what we can for now, and I'll do the rest off camera later. I was actually kind of short on cobble, so I didn't do that much with it. Start with that, and take like a stack of the smooth slabs. Maybe if we go on the cheap and use like single slabs on the floor, because we don't have to have any intersections or anything, so no need to conduct current. So just going to go ahead and place along here, exactly like we did everywhere else. This is where we were holding villagers, by the way. They're actually now in the minecart station, just because, you know, creepers. I actually had a creeper come in here. I had completely forgotten about these because I had them behind cobble here, and a creeper blew up and only blew open those 4 pieces of cobble that we're holding the villagers in. And like a creeper blows up and then 2 villagers just come sprinting out, like freaking out all over the place. Get out of my tunnel! Damn Evan. Ah, God. Fuck off, Pen, with your string everywhere. This wasn't even Crable's. This is Pen just being an asshole one time. So, yeah. I have completely forgotten what I was talking about in that very short complaint. I'm pretty good at this, guys. I'm pretty good at this. How can I stop this off here? Maybe, like, make that cut off? That looks ridiculous. Maybe I could just make a block there, like that. Yeah, I think I might do that. But then I can't get a good view of that anymore. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I might leave it open. I don't know. Maybe we can have it, like, curve off here. Yeah, I kind of like that. If we have it curve off, and then we could have a button there. Racking up that death count. You can actually see here we have a death counter now. If you didn't see that before, I think I may have mentioned it. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is for that scoreboard system. I don't want to do much else with it because it gets a little bit cheaty if you go outside of that. And I'm trying to stay mostly vanilla at least. I mean, there a few things here and there are fine, I guess, but for the most part, vanilla. Stay vanilla. I'm willing to post a scoreboard since that doesn't actually affect anything, and it's kind of cool just to have that like building up death counter constantly, or you can put it on different stuff like kill counters. You can customize it, but customizing it requires using command blocks for the most part, I believe. So again, we're basically not doing that at all because that's not really a good option. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have enough stone to do this, am I? Excellent. That's very claustrophobic. Oh well, we'll be using a minecart for it anyway. Doesn't matter. I guess it'll wrap around like that for the next one whenever we do that. Or it'll just go straight, depending on whether or not it needs to turn there. So let's go ahead and start laying this down. And I'm running out of things to talk about here, so I may have to cut this off sometime in the near future. Because I don't want to just keep rambling if I don't have much to do or talk about. I do have stuff to do, I just don't. There's nothing you really want to see unless there's at least something over it. So let's see, is there anything else I want to mention before I wrap this up? Yeah, nothing too much, so I'm just gonna go over again what I mentioned before. You know, if you've got any ideas on how to get rid of the inactivity. Damn, man, he is really like getting slaughtered. This isn't even like funny anymore. Actually, it's pretty funny, but yeah, he's getting his ass kicked. That's unfortunate for him and fortunate for me. Do I want to put slabs like that? No, I'm gonna put stone brick there. No, one slab is there, right there. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. So I'm just getting this working because that way technically the intersection does work. Because up until this point the minecart station has been pretty much worthless. I'll at least get... Jesus, what is he doing? Is he building a mob system or something? Is he getting spawn camped? This is just like the cave spider thing. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, so inactivity stuff. People who are watching this who are from Blockception, get your shit together. People who are watching this and aren't from Blockception, tell people to get their shit together. Go comment and spam them for more videos and things of that sort. Mainly one Mr. Effects. Go yell at him a bunch or I'll have to do it. Dun, dun, dun. And we have exactly enough slabs. Awesome. I think this is like exactly 64 long or something. Maybe I planned that at some point. Who knows? I'll have to go back and look. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. Not gonna bother montaging any of this because it's not too interesting anyway. But yeah, you can expect the 50th episode special to come out sometime in this week, I'd say. So I'd say sometime before Friday, you will be seeing the 50th episode special, which will kind of just be like a clip show in the library, which if you did not see back over there, I did show it very briefly. I never mentioned it. But yeah, I finally got ahead and built the library and put all the books and everything in there. So that's cool and all. You'll see that in the next episode. I really need to wrap this up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy the 50th episode special that's coming next time. And I will see you guys next time.